Today we have a special guest with us.
Hey everybody, it's me, Kidd Kenn.
Let's go.
Welcome.
Yes,
Welcome to our show. We're so happy to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
So I'm Sakani.
I'm DeMonte.
I'm Ja.
I'm Macy.
And we are Busy Boys Uncensored.
Okay, so you guys know we always set it off with what we're listening to right now. So I'll kick it off. I'll go first. Y'all know Ice Spice just dropped an EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my favorite song off there is Gangsta Boo, but I'm also getting into that Pink Panthers, The Boy's a Liar. Y'all should get into it.
It's
It's real like, it's a little left field
It's a little
alternative, but she
I'm
hopped on
into
it. She was
it.
floating.
Period.
I liked it.
Cute.
Okay. I've been listening to Slim Thug's old album, Already Platinum. My favorite song on there is Incredible Feeling featuring Jazzy Faye. And I've been listening to that a lot lately.
Absolutely.
Cute.
Well, you know me. I'm listening to Won't Not a Need by Kidd Kenn.
Period.
I know that's
I
right.
love Kidd Kenn. He's just awesome.
Period.
Absolutely. I've been listening to Bittersweet Goodbyes by Joyce Rice. The
Yes.
video just released and she ate as usual, so stand her.
Period.
I've been listening to Old B this week. Sweet Dreams has been on repeat. So yeah.
The tickets. I don't have one yet.
Oh, yeah.
Renaissance tour.
You got yours, right?
Yeah, he did.
How much
Did-
was your ticket?
He
See
did.
how bitches do it?
He did.
It was 600.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You gotta
What's the
go.
seats like?
It's like that section right before you hit the floor.
Okay.
So,
you're like-
row 14.
Okay.
That's
Nice.
not
I'm
bad.
jealous. I'm still I know I'm gonna get a ticket. I know
Oh,
I am.
I'm getting one.
I'm reselling mine and getting a floor seat though. So
Period.
Powerful.
Oh,
What you got to do?
all right. So I'm gonna start with a question for you, Kidd Kenn.
Mhm.
What's something you've learned about yourself throughout your career that you didn't know you were capable of?
To be honest, I've been playing around with like a new sound. So like I didn't know I had like a voice to like do like singing records and stuff. So I've been playing with that and it's been sounding real good. So I
That's
can't
so
wait for you guys
dope.
to hear it.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
can't wait to hear it.
Can you give us a note real quick? Is that fine?
Girl.
Not too much.
Not too much. Keep it cute now.
Wait.
Tay.
I feel like my question would be, how do you feel like you have elevated your artistry as you've gotten older and been more experienced into the industry?
To be honest, just, experience in life make
Mhm.
me elevate all the time. I always work. I literally be in the studio 24/8. I'll wake up and think about like how the fuck I can get better
Yeah,
at what I do. So that's what I do.
absolutely.
Yes.
That's
I
awesome.
love that.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
So you've made a couple of collaborations featuring artists like Stunna Girl, Deli Bo, Queen Key, and others. Which collab, as of now, is your favorite?
To be honest, I love working with all of them. The one that I always go to is Won't Not a Need because that's just one of my favorite songs by me, period.
Okay.
And Baby Takes on it, which she snapped on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Love
I
her.
love Won't Not a Need because, these niggas is wants, not a need.
Young Baby Tay be
Absolutely.
eating. too.
She does.
I love
She
her,
sings
Baby
too,
Tay.
right? She's
Yeah,
been
she
coming
can
out with
sing.
stuff that I've been singing.
She's very multi-talented.
Absolutely.
So, last question. What is your biggest goal for the new year, for 2023? Like, what is the biggest thing you set out to accomplish?
I want the biggest song of the year.
Period.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I know that's
Yes.
right.
Right.
Make it happen.
Manifest.
Oh, it's coming.
You're already on your way, so
So let's jump into today's topic, which is gay politics.
Right. So we all know that in our community, we got all different types of politics, things that be going on that's just in our community. The straight people don't be talking about it. The lesbians don't be talking about it. It's just the black gays. So my first question is, how do y'all feel about the white gays saying that they're trade in DL? Before
It's funny to me.
it's
Like, I just
it's
think
hilarious
it's
to me.
I just feel a little disconnected from them. So maybe that's why it just be seeming like, why is y'all even saying that? Like, maybe they
Literally.
feel like they do have, like, I feel like DL is like a Anybody
could be DL, but the trade thing taking it too far now.
Yeah,
Too much.
I don't
Why
feel
do
like
you white
I don't feel like
trade?
everybody can be DL, baby.
I mean,
you're Andrew. You're in the closet. You're not DL,
Yes,
baby.
you're DL.
That is
okay.
DL is
DL.
a specific black thing.
Why do you
DL
feel that
culture,
way?
because baby, you're in the closet. You're not DL.
No.
You're in the like.
I feel like you could be discreet, but maybe like DL is
Okay,
more.
grinder.
What? No, I feel like being discreet is more like for them, and being DL is more like a our culture type thing.
Okay, like a separation, like a distinct separation between
Yeah.
the two.
I never knew that people felt like different like for that. I felt
Yeah.
like
I thought it was the
Same.
same shit.
yeah, me
Same.
too.
Right.
For
Like,
that
to
one
me,
I mean, I
specifically.
feel that way too, but since we talking about it, I guess we gotta separate the two.
I'm like Andrew in
I-
the closet. He DL to me. Like that's.
no,
But I don't.
No.
I ain't never calling no white nigga DL.
I ain't never had to.
you
but-
ain't
Right, I never had to either.
Okay.
Well,
What is our consensus on that?
I
Should
think
they
we're
be
all
saying
in
that?
different places
Yeah,
on that
well,
one.
well, Macy says.
Because I just feel like DL culture is something that, bitch, it's just black. Like,
Mhm.
there's gay culture, and then there's
Black gay
subsets
culture.
of gay culture. And
Yeah.
stop coming over here calling yourself trade. Like, no, Andrew.
I agree with the trade part. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
on the
agree
same
with
page with
trade.
that. With the DL thing, I'm on a different.
I think it's
page.
also just the accessibility to how like open black culture is, especially like when it's platforms like Twitter and stuff that makes it so easy for people to catch on to what we talk about. And it's like, okay, bitch, they doing this. I'm a dibble and dabble in that too.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
they find it so easy and they're willing to like do whatever to like
Please
fit
don't.
the.
Yeah, they've been doing it
Stop it.
since forever. So it's like, it's really,
At this
but
point, I think they do it just to get a reaction because they know they
Uh-huh.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Behind
Clout
those fake
chases.
profiles.
Definitely.
yeah, it's interesting. Next question. I won't ask how do you guys feel that femininity is looked upon in the gay community. I want to ask why do you think femininity is looked down upon? Because I think we can all agree that femininity is always going to be, there's always going to be someone in the community who's like, oh, you too feminine.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or, and you never hear, ooh, you too masculine.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think
So
it's
why is that?
I think it's very deeply rooted in like a hate for women to begin with. So I just think like that's one of the things that makes a lot of men like hate feminine gay men or just gay men in general. Like I feel like they treat us a lot of ways how they treat a lot of women, honestly.
Mhm.
So
I feel like it's something with like we all have masculine and feminine energy. So I feel like some of us have it more than others, but the ones who repress that from themselves
Mhm.
is like you said, a hate for women or a hate for like being gay, but also just like not wanting to play into the stereotype of a gay person.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they don't want to be like put under in a box or something.
Don't want to be labeled.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But I just feel like we all have feminine energy. Some of us, like I said,
More than
we,
others?
We
Yeah.
just some of us just repress it, in my opinion.
Right.
Right.
Or just
A lot of
more,
people
more
don't act
tapped
on
into it.
And I
Because-
feel like
I've hung out with masculine men, and it's like once they get more comfortable, you'll see that feminine side. So
Yeah.
it's like, why are you
This one has
hiding
a little
that?
sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
you wasn't acting like this before, but now I see it, and it's like, but at the end of the day, they're still like, oh, I'm masked and this, that, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, how do y'all feel?
Girl, my man know what the fuck he is. I don't even play like that. I don't care, to be honest.
Yeah.
He know what he giving when he fucking with a bitch like me. But I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm real feminine. But, like you said, I be having my masculine ways, too. So, like, I could be like
Mhm.
this one day, then I could be like, like that the next day.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
To
I
be
feel-
honest,
Yeah.
I
it's
feel
just
you
what
on
we
that.
feel on
It's
that
just what you
day.
want to
Like,
do. Like, do what the fuck you want
Like
to do.
tapping into it for sure. And I think it also just goes to show, like, especially when we get older and more wiser, it's like, okay, yeah, bitch, I want to show more clothes today. I want to show less clothes today. But that doesn't necessarily even mean it's feminine energy. And I think that's also something that people kind of like, there's a disconnect there. Like, people see, like, when you wear less clothes, like, you're expressing your feminine side, but that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
like
bitch,
you're
if I
just
wanna-
showing more skin.
Right. If I want to wear a
Feel
G-string and a crop
sexy.
top, that's it.
Period.
And I think a lot of people be mad because they want to do it.
They
Yeah,
do want
that
to do
too.
it. They do want to do it, but they just be
They be
scared about
eating
what the
that.
next
Exactly.
person
So
gonna
they
say.
Uh-huh.
they taking that anger out on you like I'm mad at this
Jealous.
little fly
Yeah.
bitch.
It's definitely like a envious type of thing where they're like, damn, I wish I could do that, but
Yeah.
since I
You can.
can't, but since I'm choosing not to, I'm gonna hate on this pretty bitch right here. That's what they get.
Yeah, going back to Ja's point about it being like systemic, I think that it's a deep rooted hatred for women. It goes all the way back to misogyny. We live in a patriarchal society, so everyone's brains, unless you like wake up from that system, your brain is programmed to hate everything aligned with women, with femininity, with so I think that's what it just goes back to. It's just that deep, sad hate for women.
Yeah. It's nice to like release from it too when you actually can feel like, okay, I don't feel this way anymore. And a lot of the shit that I was taught is not how I even view things.
Yeah.
It was just like going along with like how we were raised in like the Black home and just like having to deal with like a lot of trauma with that, even regarding like the trauma that people put on us growing up, trying to discover ourselves.
Yeah, I could speak on that. I don't know like you guys' experience, but like for me, I grew up with like everyone supported me, like it's okay, be who you are, whatever the case may be. But there was also like people just like, I'm so glad you're not like that type of gay where you're like feminine and this, that, and the other. And it was
I
like,
still get that from some people. And I'm like,
Yes.
bitch, what is that supposed to fucking mean?
mind you, I'm only like 13. So it's like, I don't even know what my energy gives. Like, I like men. And I'm expressing that at a very young age. So a lot came with that. So I feel like just having my mom specifically be like, just do what you want to do. Like, don't listen to any outside noise. And that's kind of how I came into my own. But like I said, there was still those people who like, I'm so glad you're not like a feminine gay or like you don't wear heels and this, that, and the other. And it's like,
just wait a minute.
But that's amazing you had your family though.
Just wait a couple years.
Like a lot of people, especially in the Black community, their parents don't support them.
Yeah,
Right. So
that's
I
very
think
true.
that's like,
yeah,
that's
it's
great.
definitely like, I'm grateful for that for sure.
Absolutely.
Me and my parents, we have a good relationship now. But at first, I came out when I was like 16. It was because I grew up mad Christian. Like I was saying, I couldn't watch Harry Potter, couldn't watch Twitches, Wizards of Waverly Place, Twilight,
so sorry.
Vampires.
Girl, I'm so sorry
None
for
of
your
that.
fucking childhood.
And growing up, I'm like, damn, that was really fucked up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You
But
was
it's
missing
like-
out low key.
low key.
No, you did.
But
You
now,
missed out.
Like
But
that.
now-
Wizard of Waverly Place, you ain't watched that?
it wasn't busting that bad.
I
It
fucked
was.
with it. It was.
Man,
It was-
it definitely was.
I used to be tired.
Everything
I mean,
is
I wouldn't
not
be-
because I'd be
what
up
it
watching the
seems.
shit.
Nah, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I feel like
That's so
those
Raven.
was the ones. Wizards of
They
Waverly
was,
Place
but
like
don't play with Selena.
Selena.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like we have a great relationship now. So I did all that shit. I'm like, why hold on to all that
yeah.
Oh yeah, for
repression
sure.
and like it's time to
Absolutely.
move
Especially
on.
if you move past it.
Right.
Like,
Mhm.
I feel I'm the
That's
same
all.
way though. Like I have a good relationship now. Coming out, like I don't know how to wear coming out experience because it wasn't like I never had a moment where I made a post or like
Mhm.
I just sat down with my family. Like I just kind of gradually just more and more started doing what I want, and everybody just kind of caught on.
Right. I came out. It was so funny. I was like a badass kid in school. So like I stayed suspended. So one time I
Oh
got
my gosh.
suspended and she was just crying. I was just like, I'm gay. Fuck it. I'm gay. That's why I do this. They be fucking with me, so I have to fuck with them. That's why I got in trouble. So I
Period.
used to get out of trouble, to
That's
be
how I used to be in
honest.
school, too.
Yeah.
I feel
So it
like
was fun.
when I came out, I was already kind of doing stuff, but I took my mom. I
Doing
got
stuff like what?
Fucking sucking dick.
the pressure.
Play with it.
Was I? Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Anyways,
She was grown.
So I took my mom. I got my first job, and it was like my first check, like from this it was like Rita's Italian Nights in Baltimore,
I love them.
and I took her to like this soul food restaurant, and I'm like shaking at the fucking table, and I'm like, yeah, Ma, I'm bisexual. Lie. I'm literally lying at this point because I already know I'm gay. It's
I
just
came
like
out as bi too.
She
it
knew
just
that
made it
when
more
you said
comfortable.
it.
Like
That was
she was
I went
like-
straight to the men. I like the niggas. Where they at?
Right. I definitely was too, but
I already knew.
to make it more like
Yeah.
easier on them, I was like, I'm bi.
It's so nice that y'all got to have the conversation first because bitch, I was leaving a trail.
Oh,
Gay
it was
porn
bad.
on the laptop.
that happened.
My
to
mom
me.
is like,
what?
Something.
My grandmother found it.
big balls. Who?
Big
Yeah.
balls.
So I didn't really get to. My mom came to me with this shit. I was like, oh shit, I gotta have this conversation. And I was
Yeah.
like,
My mom did ask me once I was older, but it was by that time, like, I was kind of just, I feel like I was like 18. I had graduated like the year before, and I was just like,
You was grown.
she was like, you like boys? She was literally on the phone with my sister one day. She's like, I got a question for you. I'm like, what's up, Mom? She's like, you like boys? I was like, yeah. She was like, okay. And she just got back on the phone, like, and we don't, it's weird when it's not like, I'm so free with it now. Like, my family just don't bring it up because I'll be like, yeah, I was just at the club last night, like, throwing it back, getting lit. Like, so they don't even be like, they just tread lightly with that topic because they like, he gonna go in. So they don't even really bring it up.
Yeah.
But because I like was rapping before I was out of the closet, like, I don't like my mom, she just be having this thing where she just like, I just see you in a different light, or I want you to make this kind of music. And I'm like, girl, those days are over. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm so sorry. I love you to death, but I don't make music for you. So.
Right. Girl, my daddy unfollowed me on Instagram. I started posting my ass.
Oh my God.
I thought we was into it. I saw he unfollowed me. Bitch, what the fuck you unfollowed me for?
Like, we got beef.
So
Like,
I just can't take it. Yeah, I'm grown.
Right.
And
You
the
know,
food-
How'd that
that's
make you
cool,
feel
like-
though?
I ain't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Period.
Okay.
you gotta live your life.
Right.
Yeah,
like, you ain't
exactly.
posting on Instagram for your dad.
Right.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
It's
What
not
your- what
for
your
you.
follow mean? I don't want your
Well, he can
life.
support though.
Right.
You ain't gotta unfollow
Exactly.
Me, bitch.
No, I just feel like
strobe past it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just feel like after a certain point, like, yeah, we want to repay our parents for like the shit they did for us, but oh, okay,
I love my parents.
Y'all,
yeah, me
y'all
too.
paying y'all?
repay.
That's my mama.
Like,
I'm
give
a-
back to them, not
I'm a-
repay, but like,
Well, yeah, my mama.
Yeah.
I'm not
We
saying
can go to the
repay.
Bahamas.
Shit.
I'm not
Well,
repay.
I don't know when it don't.
Ain't
When I
nobody-
say repay, it's like give back to your parents. I'm
But I
not
feel
saying
like
let
I
me
didn't
print
ask-
out each receipt since I was
No.
1 year old and pay you back.
I wish it
No,
was
what
I'm
I-
saying give
I feel
back
like-
I want to buy a house for my mom eventually.
Right.
Yeah,
Type shit.
absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
You don't
What
want
about?
No.
I mean, I
I
understand
didn't,
why you.
I didn't ask to be here.
Ooh.
You laid down and you had me. What I'm paying you?
This is the.
What I'm paying?
I
It's
kind of feel that, but like,
But she took care of you though.
Yeah.
She did her best.
I
She did her best, and
she did her big one, bitch. Look
she didn't
at
even let you watch the right
Right.
shit.
if I got it, maybe I can get you a house.
Okay.
Isn't the? I'm like halfway on the same time with both y'all because it's like I don't feel like I owe nobody shit.
I don't owe.
That's
I
the
don't
time
owe
I'm
them
on.
anything,
Like-
but it's a want.
She laid the
Yeah.
foundation. She's like instilled certain
Right.
things in me, and that's appreciated. But like, I got myself to where the fuck I am. So
Yeah.
like, it's certain things I got to make sure. I need to have my house first. I need
Dead
to have
ass.
my foreign
Let
whips
me-
and all of my jewelry and all of that shit.
Let me
before I
get
buy
right
anything.
No, of
first.
course.
Y'all
Yeah,
bitches
she getting the shit first.
Y'all bitches
Yeah,
taking my
but-
question out of context.
I feel like it just comes back
I'm
to
like,
like,
how did we get here?
Yeah, I'm like, actually, scratch
Let's get
that.
back
We're
on
not getting
track.
into that.
we went
Because
from
y'all
we
going
went
over here
from
with it.
I'm probably gonna be watching this like.
I know, I'm like,
I love you, Keyshawn.
Love you too.
All right, you guys. How do you guys feel about gay men or just like people in general in our community not showing up for trans people?
I think it's lame. But to be honest, like I was the same way until I lived in New York and I was around more trans people. I think it's just like you don't really know till you know. Like so I wasn't in my hometown, I didn't know a lot of trans people. There to my knowledge, there aren't and weren't a lot of people in my hometown that were trans. So I don't know. It's just like until I was around that crowd and like realized the shit they went through and heard about their stories, it just I just felt for them on a whole nother way and I identified with them. But until then I didn't.
Yeah.
yeah.
I could see that. For me, I have like always thought it's really good to just have people in your circle, just like from all different walks of life,
Yeah.
just because they could teach you something that you didn't know. Like, and that goes for everybody, not just like within our community, like just different ideologies. And I think it just goes to show like what we were talking about earlier, just like the hate for femininity or masculinity, toxic masculinity. And yeah, it's just hate for me. Like, I don't see why someone living their life or living in their truth bothers you so bad that you have to talk down on them.
Yeah. I feel like for me, it's kind of like the same thing with you until I was around that community more and more until I actually start to understand that like they literally are people. And for some reason, like growing up, it was always like deemed upon like, oh, like this is crazy. Like, you can't be doing this or whatever.
Yeah.
And that has changed so much, and I'm grateful for the changes, but it's still such a work in progress. Like, you have to, it's just so much learning that comes with it, and you have to be open to the learning too. And everyone isn't open to like the experiences that people go through as a trans person.
And it shouldn't even take that much to just simply respect somebody.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's
because
that's
like I'm
number
real
one.
big on treating people how you want to be treated.
Exactly.
Like, that'll take you so far, and that's what the fuck a lot of people need to learn nowadays.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel
I
like
agree.
if more people treated people like the way they want to be treated, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, but that's been a
And if
thing
people
for,
just
like,
mind their fucking
ages.
business,
Yeah,
Right.
exactly that.
Mind the
your
business that
fucking
pays
business.
you.
I do feel
Nothing
like
to do
it's
with
gotten
you.
better. It's gotten better, but there's still so much work that needs to be
We're
done
making
within the
progress.
community. Like,
Yeah.
you don't hear about all the shit that goes on until it's literally like a mass media post on Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah.
So that's like really sickening, to be
And trans
honest.
people get killed like all the time.
They're like the
So,
fucking
black trans
scary.
women get killed the most.
yeah.
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 Unproportionately so.
And even like in spaces where it's made for the LGBTQ community,
Mhm.
certain bars, I won't say who, but like you'll go in there and you'll feel like you're in a heterosexual club because everyone is just like looking at you like, who is this feminine bitch in here and who invited her? And
I like that.
I don't feel like I be having that problem in New
I
York.
don't. I feel like I never had that problem.
I feel like that problem
I walk in
definitely
the hood
is,
Back
like, in
home,
New
I've
York.
had that issue for
It is-
sure.
I think it
I be
definitely.
feeling like people be looking at me anyway, so I've never felt like it was like
Yeah.
a feminine thing. But I've felt more embraced in New York City, if anything. Like I be feeling like
oh, I
Yeah.
do too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just
think it
saying
depends.
in
there's
certain
one
spaces,
It
there's one
depends.
specific place that I felt this way.
Mm.
And it's just like y'all bitches be sucking dick too.
Yeah, like
so
how
why are you
feeling
in my
anyway
face?
toward me, bitch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just weird to me and I don't like it, but
But yeah,
you know.
to answer your question about gay men showing up for trans women, I think that we don't show up enough for trans women in general. I think that like we got to be out here like championing their their causes, and they're like we have to be donating to GoFundMe's. I do that sometimes because we have to realize like the most hated person in this world is the black woman. So
Mhm.
just put trans on top of that.
Yeah.
And it's just like all that 3-layered oppression is just like it's crazy. I cannot imagine
It's a
living
lot.
that way. Like we're men. We can't even compare to what women go through.
Exactly.
So I
And
think
their
it's
experiences.
just I grew up like similar to you, I didn't really get too much of like the trans knowledge until like college.
Mhm.
And then that's when I started meeting actual trans people. And that's when I just was like educating myself and learning how to be an advocate and learn how to be an ally. And now in New York, I got mad trans friends. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll rock for them. They rock for me. And I love it.
It's so
Yeah,
much
it
power
is.
too. They hold so much power, and it's just a beautiful thing to see and like witness. Like even just the growth of like the becoming of who they are is just it's amazing to
It's
see.
beautiful to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it.
Her, yes, trans girls.
We love y'all.
Yes, for sure.
So, how do you guys feel about gay men being misogynistic towards women?
I think that's something that we really got to fix. Like, I'm guilty of it too. Not misogyny, but like little slight like weird shit. Like pitting women against each other all the time. It's something that's so normalized in our community. Rihanna or Beyonce, Mariah, J-Lo, Christina, Britney.
Oh.
That is,
It's such a thing.
you're a man.
Build a
Shut
house.
up. Go install some carpet. Fix a car. But it's just,
Oh.
I'm guilty of it too because bitch, don't be coming for Mariah.
Yeah.
But it's just something that we really just have to like process and learn and be like, okay, this is we need to stop feeding into this system that women just can't coexist in a space with each other. Like we both make music. Why we gotta be battling?
People get a rush out of that though, comparing bitches to each other.
Yeah, they love it. But I mean, like, I can't front. Like, I remember when I was younger, like, the Lil' Kim and Nicki shit, I loved it. Like, I was on YouTube, like,
I was watching. I
Shut
still be
the
looking at the
fuck
shit.
up.
like, yo.
Who the
Like,
fuck
I
want
was
war?
so heavily invested. So, like, I get it. I get why people get excited from it. But I just getting older and just, like, also just kind of becoming a professional and doing certain things. It's like, you don't want people doing that shit to you. Like, especially you work so hard at something, like, you don't want people saying you anything like the next person or anything like that. Like, I can only imagine how
Yeah, that's
annoying that
annoying.
is.
Like,
Yeah,
ugh.
so
Too much.
It's just
we do it with women all the time. They do it with guys sometimes, but it's not
I don't-
nearly as bad in like.
I don't think guys have it as bad as the women. Like
Yeah, it's
don't.
never on the
It's
same
never
caliber.
as bad. Yeah.
It's never on the same
it's like
caliber.
Because
it's
it's
a
also,
whole
like-
the rivalry system in pop with women is like a whole marketing.
Machine.
And
Like,
it goes
It's
back.
a machine. Like
It goes all the way back to when Madonna started. But it's just like I feel like
I
they
feel
don't.
like before that too.
That's when she learned about it.
I don't really know anybody before Madonna. Well, that's a lie. But anyway, I think they don't do it with men as often because it's like men aren't dominating in the industry all at once. They'll come and like dominate for like 3 years and then they'll go on and live their life.
disagree. All the guys at the top, and I'm thinking in terms of like hip hop music, they collaborate. All the straight men make songs together. Like they're all number one together. Like
Mhm.
it's a unity that is not the same in female music.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I was talking
That's
in
true.
terms of pop. But when you do take it to hip hop, I think women are doing that more now.
Yeah,
Just like
definitely
Nicki,
nowadays.
Chloe and Halle, just like collaborating with all the rap girls, and it's just like, go off, y'all.
But
Do y'all think-
it's
I love
for
to
me,
see
it's
it.
just like Nicki will collaborate with mad women rappers.
Mhm.
She collaborates with probably the most of
Careful
all,
what you say.
of all the women rappers. But then she beefs with one bitch, two bitches, and it's like, oh, she hates women. She can't
Yeah.
collaborate with any women. Why doesn't she support women?
Not true.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Which again,
Are
they
you-
don't do with men because they
Because-
didn't do that with Drake.
Drake
did
beefs
not.
with Pusha T. Nobody's gonna
And
be like, oh,
truthfully
he
lost-
hates men. He don't collab with enough men. What
Then
are
they
you
get into
talking
a
about?
physical fight too at one point.
I don't know.
But-
Like it's just so it's such a
Too
double
much.
standard. And it's just stupid. It's
They just
really
like
stupid.
playing with my bitch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm,
Let's talk about
Definitely
it.
do.
Yeah, they
they
like
be
playing with my
playing with
bitch
her.
and I don't fuck with it.
They hate us Sagittariuses.
Nikki needs to hit y'all up about
Y'all
that
used to be my
collab.
favorite sign.
I'm waiting on it. She will.
Period.
She ain't slow.
Yeah.
Body expectations in the gay community. How do you like? Where do you stand on that question? Like, what kind of awareness does that raise for you guys as a whole or as an individual?
I
It's
just
oh, go ahead.
I just think it's fucked up how they doing Sam Smith right now. They're just being so
Me.
nasty.
I
Like,
think they.
why can't they just show off what they got?
Right.
Why can't they be comfortable with what they wearing? Why?
I think Lizzo is doing a good job of
I agree.
I love Lizzo.
I would say that's
pushing body positivity. I think specifically in our community, everybody, not I won't say everybody, but majority people just want a built man. And I think that's where the hate comes from for fat people or chubby, whatever the case may be. And I just think like it's okay to have your preference, but there's no need to put hate out towards a specific body type, if y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
to touch on the Sam Smith thing, I love them. I just think that
I think it was a joke. It was funny.
Like I don't think it looks good. Like I feel like the different like Lizzo versus Sam Smith to me, although she's not like a part of the community, I just feel like she's very tasteful with how she does things. Like I feel like she be looking good.
Yeah, she do it the right way.
I feel like Sam Smith been looking crazy. But to get back to the point of like how we feel about it, I hate like when I like if I'm on a dating app or I see like no fats, no femmes, like I think stuff like
That's
that
so
is so
gross.
corny. Like
It's
I
very
just feel like
corny.
is even if that I just think I don't know, I just feel like it's tacky to even say some shit like
Even
that.
if that's
Right.
not your preference, like you don't have to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
Like
what the fuck
this
do
is
you
like
know?
you nasty, dirty bitch.
I just feel like people be saying that like
Why make that
girl, look
statement?
at you. Like
Yeah.
you don't need to be saying you don't
Want
want nothing from nobody. You look crazy.
Right.
Literally.
No, I feel like, are we talking specifically about Sam Smith, or we want to open the conversation up? In
No,
general?
we
open
need
it
to
up.
keep it
Oh,
open.
it's okay.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
so I feel like with body positivity, well, what are we? Oh, body expectations. So with that, I feel like it's just it's such a distraction, I feel like, in a sense, because it doesn't keep us from like actually being happy when we are living in our bodies. It's like always like we have to do something more. And even I catch myself being it sometimes. I'm like, oh, like
Yeah.
I'm not exactly where I want to be and I'm fucking stressed out about it. But
Mm.
it's like also, you know, I feel like we all have put like bodies on our mood board because we know we want to work out. So we're doing it for ourselves, but it's still like the expectation that we have to live up to like keep the standard of it, to keep going with it, and also like to really like live in it.
Yeah.
It's never just going to be like one day where it's like, oh, I don't feel really good today. but I'm still gonna go to the gym. Like that's fine, but we still have these thoughts. And but I feel like social media has a really big part of that too.
Definitely.
No, for sure. I think for me though, just like wanting to work on my body comes from like not wanting the body of a 12-year-old at 24 fucking years old.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I need a little boob.
Big
But
boobs.
big boobs.
We told you to do them push-ups,
She
bitch.
don't be listening.
She don't listen.
Not doing push-ups, sorry.
Well, you're not gonna have those boobs.
Yeah, so how do y'all feel like when it comes to that? As far as like working out?
I just started working out recent, and I like it.
You naturally slim though.
Yeah, I just want like, a little fit.
Tone.
Like
Yes.
some more definition.
Yeah, but I like the
Exactly.
gym. The niggas stuff. They see me
I
squatting.
love the
and shit.
gym.
Look at her.
Do you feel like that is something that you, as far as like your appearance, is that something that you want to keep up with, or are you doing it strictly for you, or is it a mix of both?
I'm just doing it for me. I'm doing it because I just want a nice body. But shit, I still don't even like I just said I just started going.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even fucking been in a minute.
Yeah.
But that's still.
But
you
I started
doing
like
work.
last week, huh?
You still doing the work?
Yeah. I do.
Period.
I do a little 1-2 at home.
Right.
Just going back to the fat phobia really quick. I think that we have to like body positivity started out as a movement for fat people who were suffering from mistreatments at work, at the office, at like doctor's appointments and shit. Like, oh, I broke my arm today, and then the doctor will be like, oh, that's because you're fat, you're overweight. I
Like-
broke my arm, and the first thing you say out of your mouth is
Yeah,
that
like,
you did
what?
that because. So it's just like now it's kind of morphed into this. I love my body. But it really started out as like, this is fucked up. We are treated so much more differently than skinny people.
Mm-hmm.
So if we just think with that context, I just think that, that's another area where we got to show up for people. And,
Yeah.
a lot of people, they don't know exactly what fat phobia is. And I think that fat phobia lives in all of us daily.
Yeah.
Like, for me personally, I suffer from internalized fat phobia as well. Like, I work out because I want to be a successful model. If it was up to me, I would never set foot in the gym.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to look good naked kind of sometimes.
Right.
But
That's all it is.
That's
Yeah,
all it is.
absolutely.
For me.
I might go to the gym. But if
go to
it
the
wasn't for
gym.
like, if it wasn't, the standard for my industry that I work in, I would look like anything right now.
Yeah.
like,
I
I-
felt. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like it's kind of the same. Like when I see videos of me on stage, I be like, bitch, I look good. Like I
Yeah.
want to maintain that.
Right.
So I do have a goal weight I want to be at, but I'm not like so pressed to where like, cause obviously, bitch, I ain't been doing my push-ups. I ain't been.
You ain't even do your push-ups.
I be
Talk
sending the
about
reminders.
Trying to tell me to
But,
do
like,
push-ups.
so
You
it
sent
is-
one reminder.
Well, that was enough. Y'all still wasn't doing them. I did mine.
So part of it is like I want to keep up with like how I look in my career. Like it is an image that I want to maintain, but it's just like I was a little chubby when I was younger. I wasn't really big, but I slightly experienced like being teased because of that, and I just
Yeah.
like that's kind of internalized. Like I don't want to go back to that, even as an adult. Like feeling like I wouldn't, like I would say like I wouldn't care what nobody say about my weight, but in the
Yeah.
back of my head I'm like I would because I remember what it felt like as a kid, and
Yeah.
I hated that.
It's just, you just have to think about how I was saying earlier, like fat people with the systemic behind it, like in the workplace. Some fat people will never get promoted because of their weight. Like if you look at CEO level people, they're all, you won't see many fat
Damn.
people.
That's
'Cause
something to think about.
There
I didn't
is
think about
there's
that.
literally
I never thought about
a
that.
there's a corporate benchmark. Like you have to have kids, you have to be married. If you want to be a CEO of a business, you have to have these things. You
Yeah.
can't be fat. So it's just things like that. Like a skinny person will never have to go through that. And like how we were talking about the doctor's office, a skinny person isn't gonna walk in. It's gonna be like, I broke my arm. It's because you skinny, bitch. Oh, I wasn't gonna ask this when we were talking about misogyny. Do y'all respect gay guys who don't want to be called sis? Like, don't call me sis.
Don't
I'm not
call
no
me
girl.
girl.
Don't call me girl.
Yeah,
How
I
y'all
think I
feel about
respect
that?
them. Because my
Yeah.
man said don't call him sis. I'm not calling my man sis, and you better not either.
I see man is different. I'm thinking of just like a
Like a
nigga
like a
friend.
bitch in the club. Like what's up, sis? Like,
girl.
like, don't call
Yeah.
right.
girl. Like I
Definitely,
feel
she
like
acting like a girl. Bitch, you're a girl.
you're a girl for even saying that. Like to me, it's just like especially it's just a black gay thing. I see my bitches. That's what I say. Like, I feel like to be offended by that, and you know it's coming from a place of love. Like, you just reaching. Like, if it's really something, because you can't. It might be a reason that bothers you. So I don't want to be on no disrespectful shit with nobody. But I just be feeling like, girl, if you in the clubs with me, you shaking ass. We get. Sis,
you're a sis.
But it's like I say it so much shit. I be calling straight niggas girl. I be like,
I be sitting up calling my straight friends that too. Like, and I feel like now they to the point.
Okay,
because it's just natural to us. Yeah, we're just like, girl,
they be paying.
It's a thing now. So
yeah,
literally.
They be upset though on Twitter and shit. I'm like, is that serious?
They definitely do.
Absolutely.
So, Kidd Kenn is New York Fashion Week. What are you excited about?
I'm excited for the fashion shows and just to see all the new drip. Yes. I love clothes.
What shows are you going to?
Girl, a lot. A couple. Which ones I'm going to, Gia? What shows I'm going to? Right.
Too many to name.
Too many.
Period. That's exciting though.
Yes.
We'll see the pics.
Yes, I think I'm supposed to be walking in one. I'm walking in one and I'm performing at one.
That's fabulous.
I can't wait to see.
Yes. Can't wait.
Hold on. Put us on the list.
Y'all want to come outside?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hello?
We show up for you.
Busy
boys pull up.
Yeah.
So, it's me, Kidd Kenn, and we're now closing out this episode of what? Busy Boys. Stop playing. It was so nice to have me.
It was a pleasure to have you.
It was a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank
you. Gotta pull up on you when we in Chicago.
Y'all do gotta pull up on me in Chicago. When I'm in Chicago, too, because I barely be out there.
Say that.
Wait, where you say?
Currently, LA.
Okay.
Oh, fab. I just moved from there.
For real, me too. I'm finna leave, too.
Yeah.
Where to?
I'm going to Atlanta for a little bit.
I feel like Atlanta.
Finna start a family.
Buy a house.
That's where the house is at.
That is.
Yeah.
That is where them hoes at. Don't play with it.
But thank you for coming on our show.
Thanks
it was lovely to
Thank
meet
you so much. Thank you.
And y'all wearing pink. That's my favorite color.
Period. We know.
And thank you.
It's Valentine's Day
shit.
coming up. Oh, go ahead.
Go.
What y'all doing for Valentine's Day? Y'all got Valentine's?
Girl, no.
We all single.
We gonna be spending that shit together.
We each other's Valentines, exactly.
Oh, this gonna be fun.
Now we all manless. What's that about?
But we celebrating on the 18th.
Period.
My birthday's on the 15th.
Oh, how you turning?
25.
I just turned 20.
Baby.
You turned 20 last month, right?
Yes. You a Capricorn, right? Absolutely. Me too.
Oh, we the best. Stop
Next
playing.
year.
Yeah.
You already know what it is.
That's why I'm sitting next to him. You know, that's just what it gives.
Right. So.
All right, that's a wrap, y'all.
Yes.
You know it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap for you, boy. Keep that, yeah.
Baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you stop recording?